culture reference. Sorry.
Hello. Oh, you guys probably can't hear me at all with the mask on. Hold on. Whew, hold on, dude. I can't with that right now. Ooh, it's making me all like sweaty. There, that works. You guys wanted, I don't know, Mika Myers, Michelle Myers, and here she is. All right, you guys want to see? Oh my gosh, I'm gonna knock a book over. I have delivered. We had Freddie, we had Jason, and now we got Mikey. Shout out Schick. Hold on, this book. I'm gonna show off comics. Hold on, it's in the way of my chair. Let me just move those out of the way. That didn't last very long. I'll put the mask back on in a second. This costume is a lot of fun, to be honest. But I like this. I'm gonna do like a photo shoot with it and everything. This is much better than like the rubber mask. I wasn't gonna be able to do that. I'm like, ooh, I don't know. But hello. Hi everybody. I don't like face paint. I can't stand it. I've used it before, but this is so much better because it's light, but like I can't wear masks at all. I have done face paint and body paint and stuff, but I don't use it unless I absolutely have to. So this works good because I'm just gonna stay like this. Because it just sits, I should take a picture. There's the iconic picture of, was it Nicholas? Hold on. Nicholas, what the heck was his name? Because there's a couple, obviously. Nick Castle. Okay, yeah, Nick Castle had, pretty sure it was him, had the iconic picture of like drinking the beer with the mask up. So I should do something like that. I think that would be kind of funny. Did I scare you, Shane? Sorry. What's up, everybody? Let me see. Should I try to say hi to everybody with the mask on? Hold on. Oh boy, here we go. I don't know if you guys can even hear. I'm gonna yell over a mask. That sounds scary. Yeah, okay. Hold on. My eyelashes are getting stuck in the mask. Okay. The Range Lunatic Kings, AP Helicron, Shane Tazrin, Psychotic Mongoose. Let's see, Crow, James Hurley, Count D. I just noticed that. Hi. Raccoon, JB. Andrew, thank you for being a member for 27 months. Happy 27 months to the good-looking Michael Myers Wicked. Happy Horror Movie Day. Hello, thank you so much for being a member. Matthew, hello, Janky Kong, JB, what's wrong? Thanks, Janky. Skeptical Luigi, GRP, Terra Crystal, Trey. I might be Trey. I'm sorry, MTB Steve. Yeah, William Shatner's on my head. Hi A2D2. Hi A2D2. Hi Ian. Hi Tide Andy. Hertz. I just hit myself in the face. It's okay. Freaking ads. Hi Americus. Okay, that's it. Woo, okay. Mask is going up. There. Now I can breathe. Hello, everybody. So this is my special Halloween episode because I am unfortunately going to miss next week. And I got this costume. I had this whole thing that I wanted to do. So I'm going to do it today. And I also, Can't do my later show today, so but, thank you. I hope you loved my performance as Michael Myers. I'll show off the costume one more time. See? I've got the name. It's legit. I'll take pictures and I'll do funny, like, and spooky pictures because, we've already got Freddy and I've already got Jason. Now we've got number 3. To me, I would like to know what you guys think in the chat. The top 3 slashers, in my opinion: Freddy, Jason, and Michael. And there goes my voice. All right. Um, I fooled Ian for a couple minutes. Okay, I'll try not to random Ray. But what's up, everybody? Nearsighted Cyclops, hello. Americus, thank you for the 20. I think your calendar is a bit off. No, no, no. This is my Halloween episode. I do what I want. I'm a rebel. Athletically lazy. I don't. Did I say hi with it? I might have said hi with the mask on. But hello again. Um, yeah, hard to argue with those 3. Leatherface, I guess you could put him on if you want. Me personally, no. I'm not the biggest fan of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I understand its cultural significance, whatever. It's based on Ed Gein. Don't get me started on that again. I still may try to record a video ranting about the monster Ed Gein series, but I don't know if I'm going to have time before I leave. I was sick while I was watching it and did not want to do a video while I was sick. And then I'm going to be leaving next week for a little bit. Those of you who may have missed it, yesterday I mentioned it briefly, just that my brother was in an accident. So I'm going to be going, back to my hometown to help kind of take care of him. He's all right. I think my mom actually just texted me that they're letting him go home today, which is great. So that's why my streams have been a bit messed up and why also the Vara and Virtue show next week is going to be on Tuesday instead. So just we'll keep reminding you guys about that. But thank you guys so much for the prayers and everything. You're awesome. But yeah, so that's why I'm not gonna be home for Halloween. And I had this big, Halloween stream planned for Wicked's World next week. So you get it a week early. It's okay. Next week you're gonna have a bunch of streamers doing Halloween stuff. So you get a little teaser with me today, I guess. But yeah, I'll take pictures and stuff. So look out for that. Anyways, how are you guys doing? It's definitely been a stressful few days for me. But, we're getting there. Like, on the bright side, I get to go see family, but, I do appreciate all the prayers for my brother and everything. You guys are awesome. And one more note is that, yeah, I get to watch the Bills with family. Absolutely. Thank you guys so much. You're so sweet. Um, I won't be so my friends, before I leave, because it's been a rough month. They're forcing me to go out and do stuff tomorrow, which is very nice of them. I appreciate it. My friends are awesome. Gonna go do some stuff tomorrow. So unfortunately, but not unfortunately, for me getting out, I won't be doing the Resident Evil Revelations final stream tomorrow, but I will be here to do it Monday. So it's just gonna get pushed to Monday. So it's still happening. We've got, I think, what it's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think there's 5 more episodes. So yeah, it's gonna be a nice long stream Monday morning. So look out for that. All right. Now that we've got all the news out of the way and I gave you guys a proper scaring, don't mess with me. Um, let's get into, well, first off, AP, thank you for the 2. No apology needed, family over all else. Thank you so much. Yeah. I hate switching things up and I didn't want to completely skip this stream. So possibly Americus. I will let you guys know tomorrow. But let's get into some news. I have, regular Wicked's World stuff, but I also popped up a couple little fun Halloween things for us to look at today. Let's start with this, actually. I haven't read the article yet. I bookmarked it probably like a week ago. But speaking of Halloween, John Carpenter to executive produce supernatural horror anthology series exclusive. So, Trey's in here. Do you remember the name of that one that was on, was it Peacock? He directed one episode, I think it was, and it was actually really good. I'll look into it in a second. I totally forgot, but Trey's in here and he's better than Google, so he probably remembers it. Creators Michael Amo and Will Pascal will showrun John Carpenter's Presents for Elevation Pictures. Um, okay. Oh, no, no, no. Okay, I thought I wasn't gonna let me read it. I was gonna get so mad. All right. Let's skip through this. A diverse group of characters face a chilling mix of supernatural and existential terror. The anthology series will explore the hidden fears and social anxieties of our time, according to a log line from the producers. So, of our time, I really hope that doesn't mean that it's going to be like super woke or anything. Yeah, that's it, Trey. Suburban Screams. That was good. I actually really liked this. Yeah, it was good. What's up, Shemp, Hemp, and Bulbasaur? Yeah, I like anthologies as well. Yep, Spider, he did, and it was if you haven't watched Suburban Screams, I highly suggest it because it was also based off of real cases, I believe. It's been a while since I watched it, so um, John Carpenter's major TDS. Oh, so it's going to be a great. Okay, so maybe I'm not very excited about this one. Okay, so let's see. Carpenter's canon includes masterpieces. Okay, we already know this. So he says we're thrilled to launch into the television space with the master of horror, John Carpenter, Christina Piovesan of Elevation. I don't even know what Elevation is. Pictures said in a statement on Friday, Will and Michael bring deep experience in writing and show running, and we can't be more excited for this creative team to bring the series to audiences. Is that it? They're not gonna so it worries me here that they're saying the anthology series will explore the hidden fears and social anxieties of our time. We don't need any more our time. Like, we're living in our time now, and I would very much like to escape our time. I'm gonna put this knife down because I'm gonna knock something over. Don't worry, it's not real. I wish it was one of those bendy ones because then I would have came on stream and freaked you guys out, but it's not. So that really makes me nervous. We'll see. I know, right? This is our time. Never mind. Isn't that what Black Mirror's for? Good point, and they probably do it way better. If he's got TDS, then that's unfortunate. It's going to be about social anxiety or cyberbullying, probably. Oh, here we go. Are they gonna bring out the monkeys again, just like James Gunn? All right. Well, I was kind of excited for this, but not really anymore. Whoop, hello. Uh, JB, thank you for being a member for 3 months. How do ghosts stay in shape? They exercise regularly. JB, really? I gotta take a sip of water after that one. What the heck? No, I'm kidding. That was good. You almost got a giggle out of me. Almost. I wonder if that one would have got Vara. Maybe we should save that for Tuesday. Because Tuesday, Vara and I are dressing up. Not saying what it's gonna be as yet. But we're gonna have like matching costumes. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So look out for that. Save that one for that stream, JB. I want to see if it gets her. And Psychotic Mongoose gets a membership. Thank you so much, Mongoose. Um, ba-dum-bum. Yeah, for modern audiences, worst Hollywood idea ever. Yeah, I guess they haven't, you know, caught that people don't want that, right? So all I heard was cricket. It's okay, JB. That is definitely not the worst dad joke that we've heard here. It's not. All right. We'll bounce back and forth. I actually have a pretty decent amount of horror news to cover, but we'll do some regular as well. Normal Wicked's world. Um, oh, good. Oh, see, here we go. AP for 2. Rest in peace, boiling water. You will be missed. Uh, AP, we always count on you. I have where she's like, "Don't worry, I'm saving them." Yeah, probably Trey. And speaking of that, not really, but speaking of just dumbness, let's get this one out of the way. So, the NFL boss stands by Bad Bunny and won't change Super Bowl halftime show amid mega outrage. He's going to deliver a unified moment. He absolutely is not. Okay, let's be real. This guy is pretty anti-American, and I don't know his music, but after he was announced to be doing the Super Bowl, a lot came out about him, right? And music videos and he's done and stuff, and It's see I don't know if this is true or not, right? I'm not gonna just say this about people without knowing, but stuff that I've seen seems like he may be kind of like a anti-Christian as well, or like possibly like devil worship stuff. No, thank you. He is not gonna have a unified moment. This is going to be probably one of the worst Super Bowls that we've ever seen, if I'm being honest. It's gonna be awful. They're standing by him, like, he's a sellout, honestly. Because if let's be real, he took a stand, right? And he canceled his tour in America because of ICE, but he's okay with taking American money to do the Super Bowl. So people that are like, "Yeah, he's a stand-up guy." He is not. He don't care. He don't care about his fans probably either. He's just another idiot out there, word salad, whatever you wanna call it. I'm not for it. So that really sucks. I was talking about how, watch even though my Bills have not been doing great. It's still early to tell, but when you lose 2 in a row, it hurts. I really hope the Bills win this Sunday because if there's 3 in a row, I'm going to be so sad and I'm finally going to be able to actually watch, the upcoming, well, not this Sunday, but the next Sunday with my family. So I don't know. Hopefully they win that one at least. I don't know. But anyways, I'm saying like for me, I'm like, watch the Bills go to this one when we have this absolutely awful Super Bowl. I'll still be happy. I mean, halftime show. I'll still be happy. I want them to go. But yeah, I haven't really been interested in the halftime show for a few years now. Not gonna lie, I liked the one with Eminem and Dr. Dre and 50 Cent. Like, that one was cool. I like that kind of music because I have a very wide variety of tastes. And I also liked Usher. But that was it. Those were the last 2 that I remember actually liking. People freaked out over the Rihanna one, like, "She's so brave and she did so good." I'm like, she was, like, just pregnant as all heck and, like, floating in the middle of the stage, like, on a beam, like, she was kinda crazy for that, like, what if you fell? Um, but really, I don't know, man. Bunny, boo. That's all I gotta say. And where did Ian go? He said something funny. OnlyFans bad girl bunny. That was hilarious that Disparu really thought that, but it's not, like, totally unbelievable to think that. When someone's name is Bad Bunny, you think that it's, like, some, like, blonde chick on OnlyFans, right? Yeah, I do. So Disparu's right, okay? Hi, Donna. Unless I get cornered or something, I'm out. I miss my favorite and this is just nostalgia talking, I was very young. And I was a big fan of I actually liked Nelly too. I liked, NSYNC and Britney, Nelly, and Mary J. Blige. I liked all of them. When they had that big one with Aerosmith, like the top ones were Aerosmith and NSYNC, and then Britney was there and Nelly, Mary J. Blige. Was there somebody else thrown in there? I think that was it. That was so cool because that was something for everybody. Now I know they're not gonna do that every year, but that was very cool. And now we just get since Jay-Z's Live Nation took it over, we just get not great, not great. Um, but yeah, that probably I would say that one out of, like, ones I seen live because some of the great ones were before my time or when I was extremely, like, little. So, going back and watching, there's been a lot of really good ones, Michael Jackson, Prince, but I didn't see that live. So, for something I actually saw live and experienced it, I go with the Aerosmith and NSYNC one. It was super cool. Yeah, right, that one was good. They had something for everyone there, like I said. I don't know, Shane. I have no idea. You're gonna have to ask Ian. You can. Trey's got the pass. Um, they need some real music, not yeah. It's it's all just gone to crap, man. I don't know. Um, alright. Let's bring this up here. I'm not particularly excited for the next season of Stranger Things. It just took so long to get here, and it's like when we started the show, I think Stranger Things sh like, there are parts of other seasons I liked, like Eddie, and they had good scenes, and Vecna was actually a really good villain, but I really think that they coulda left it at 1 season, it would've been like, "Oh, it's a great show," and people would've still talked about just how great that show was. It's like a 1 season, done, tell the story, but, with the writer's strike and I think that had something to do with it possibly, but also, like, obviously the pandemic and stuff. It really just kinda pulled you out of it too, because one season they're like cute little 11-year-old kids, and then the next season they're, like, married and stuff, like 20. It's crazy. Yeah, the weight killed it. Um, I just 9 years ago, isn't that crazy? What's up, everyone just now, piling in? Good morning. Well, good afternoon, actually. And also, real quick, I just want to say I'm going to use this as a test, and I'm going to ask you guys as well, because I know I normally do Wicked's World from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern. But if this works for you guys, if people are cool with me doing a noon to 2, I may try to make the switch because it works better for my schedule. But I also want to be consistent, so I'll ask in like Discord and on other streams, see what you guys think about it. But anyways, moving forward, so Netflix is now reportedly planning to release the Stranger Things finale in theaters after they said they weren't gonna do that. It's after the K-pop Demon Hunters, I'm not surprised. Netflix is probably gonna be doing quite a few theater releases after this. But they previously said no to releasing it in theaters, but talks have evolved. I'm not gonna go what is there? Is this the newsletter of it? Oh, no. I don't need to read that. It's too much. Um, you like the sign because you can listen during work? Okay, cool. Thank you for the input. Like I said, the time's better for me, and it would still be Thursday because we're all Thursday. And it also clears me up to maybe do some, like, gaming streams as well, which I have some stuff going on today, which is why I initially had to switch the time today. But if I am done at a decent time, I might hop on and, like, game because 'cause I'm trying to get as many streams in as I can because 'cause I'm gonna miss you guys when I'm gone, and, it's spooky season. At least I'm gonna finish Revelations. That'll be done on Monday, but we'll see. Monday morning, and then Monday night, I'm pretty sure I'll be playing Demonologist with Capable Gentlemen. So, yeah, there we go. Just the news for the week, guys. What's up, Clyde, Matthew, everybody? Welcome in, Dangar. Um, let's yeah, I haven't played when's the last time that Capable Gentleman and I played, um, Demonologist? It's been a while. I feel like he's actually pretty good at that game. I know he beats himself up over Dead by Daylight, but that game is an annoyance when you first start. Like, that I tell all my friends this when they start playing with me, Dead by Daylight. Like, I made friends when I first started streaming who were great, and they kind of helped me learn the ways of Dead by Daylight, and they would literally, like, protect me and body block me because the killers do know, and they go for you. Like, they can tell when you're a new player because you do silly things and you mess up, and yeah, so they know, and for some reason, they decide to tunnel you and just, like, ruin your game playing experience. Uh, yeah. So but some people, it's just kinda tough, but yeah, we'll get him to be an expert Dead by Daylight player someday. Okay. I'm trying to, like, bounce around between, like, horror and regular here, so kill the newbie. Exactly, they do that. When I started playing, this was, like, oh my gosh, probably, like, I wanna say 6 years ago? Because I first started actually on Twitch, just gaming before I came onto YouTube and stuff, before I knew the majority of you guys. There's only, like, 1 or 2 people from when I first started that, like, once in a while pop in to my chats and say hello. Um, but I remember them, like, actually like, getting mad, like, "Leave her alone," like, flashlight, like, doing all the toxic stuff, but they would just protect the heck out of me so that I could survive and get points. Because once you level up in that game, that's when it gets a bit easier not easier, you still get dummies, you see all the time when I play, but if you notice when I play solo, I tend to do a little bit better. That's because I'm put with people that are on my level. So if I have somebody who's very low level playing with me, it gets mixed up. We can get a killer who's high level like me or low level like my friend, so that's why I try to get my friends playing, like, "Let's get your levels up." Anyways, we're not here to talk about Dead by Daylight. Um, I didn't like Dead by Daylight because it didn't seem like you could escape a killer once they locked on you. That's exactly how it is, so it's very hard. It's very hard when you first start. So, that's why I tell people, I'm like, "Just go for it, just keep going and push through." And I always suggest people when they start, because I didn't do this. I wish I would have, because I actually love playing as killer now. You want to play as killer as well, because you can see from their perspective. It also helps you as a survivor too, to see like what they see. Because there's times that you'll see like a killer The game was messing up that day when the killer walked by me and scared me, but there's times that, like, when you're crouched and you're like, "Oh my gosh, you really didn't see me," because like, their field of view is very different. And Donna Hall gifted a membership. Thank you so much, Donna. I hope you're doing well and having a good orientation. Yeah, A2 likes to just walk around the perimeter and be like, "Oop, I'm not here. Don't look at me, Mr. Killer." Okay, let's see. All right, so I covered this a little bit with Vara last night, but I wanna talk just a tiny bit more about it. Um, so companies reportedly interested in buying Warner Brothers assets: Apple, Amazon, Netflix, NBC Universal, and Paramount. I'm standing by that. I want Universal to have it. I know, like, a lot of these big companies just kinda suck, right? But hear me out. This could be the Florida girl in me. I would love it if some Warner Brothers properties were put into Universal Studios. Now, I don't want a DC land if they're going to take Marvel land away, okay? The Spider-Man is my favorite ride. So if that goes, which it probably will someday because Universal gets rid of rides, I understand. I'm going to be heartbroken. I love that ride. I don't care if that makes me a dork, whatever. That ride is so much fun. It's just like put right into like the 90s comic book Spider-Man. It's great. But I think it would be kinda silly if, like, say Universal did get it and they do make, like, a DC land there, they should make, like, additionally, right, instead of getting rid of Marvel, because how cool would that be, like, for one park to have Marvel and DC stuff? Like, that to me, I think is great, but I don't know. I don't know how it works, like, if they can do that or, like, room and everything. So, I don't know. I don't want Netflix to get it. I don't want Amazon to get it. I definitely don't want Disney to get it. Um, or Apple. I honestly, and you wanna know something? People were saying, like, Universal or Paramount. I don't want out of this whole list, Universal is literally the only one that I think would be okay. Paramount? Did you guys see what Paramount did to South Park? I when the first episode came out and they were like making fun of Trump, whatever, I thought it was kind of funny, whatever. I'm like, okay, it's fine. For the most part, they make fun of everybody except Biden for some reason, but we're not getting into that. South Park used to be so culturally relevant because every episode was what was going on currently. And now I don't even know if I'm caught up, but I'm not even excited. I used to be like, yes, South Park tonight and be actually excited to watch it. But since they moved to Paramount, it's like they write these episodes in advance, like, they're just following the same story, and I that's not how South Park usually is, so I don't like that. I'm upset about it, and I think it's because of Paramount, and I don't want them to have WB for that reason, and there's other reasons, but that's just how I feel about it. I think the winner out of all this is Universal, but, um yeah, it's so, like, doing it, I'm not mad, like, obviously, you guys know where I stand with that and everything, but it's I'm not upset if someone makes fun of, you know, Trump or anybody, but, like, the fact that they just keep doing it, I'm like, "Come on, you guys are better than this." You do like, you're supposed to do, current news, and you're just sticking with the same story, like, and the actual story itself is getting just, like, lame and boring, so, I don't know. Matt and Trey became old men, yeah. I mean, that's true, maybe they should have, hung it up a while ago. I don't know. Yeah, they sold out. You think the billion they got for a new season didn't come with some conditions? Absolutely. I was worried about that when I seen it, and, like, the first episode, I'm like, "Okay, but, like, let's see what happens." I actually thought the Charlie Kirk episode was funny. Charlie Kirk liked it himself. That was probably the only, like, good episode from the season that has come out, and it's so unfortunate that they would sell out like that. Like, they need the freaking money, but these celebrities, like, they care. Like, I have $1 billion, I need another $1 billion. Why not? So, unfortunate that they would ruin their legacy like that. I shouldn't say ruin it because, like, I still enjoy the old South Parks, but it's so unfortunate because we already got all this crap, and I used to be excited for South Park, not anymore. Yep, Beavis and Butthead's good. Wait, is there another one out, Trey? Like, a new one just came out? Highly suggest, as far as, like, 90s cartoons that have come back, Beavis and Butthead and King of the Hill. Very good. Very, very good. They came back and they stuck with their formula, you know? It is ruining the legacy, though, so I'm not being dramatic. You guys agree. I'm not just being a drama queen. I am a girl. Don't call me a drama queen. I am armed this episode. And holy moly, Staccato with the 10 gifted memberships. Thank you so much. Here, you get a groovy.
Groovy.
I gotta update my Ash cosplay. And you know what? I know people mess with me online, but I have a public service announcement here. I did this cosplay a couple years ago, but I have a bunch of pictures, so every Halloween, I will most likely post a picture of it because this was also when I had just a gorgeous backyard in New York State. I love Florida, but I miss my backyard and I miss my cosplay shoots there. But this one, okay, there's some people I know people joke around and everything, but there's people that are like, I don't think they know who Ash is. So they're just like, oh, you're just running around murdering people. And I'm like, no, Deadites, which are basically demon zombies, right? Isn't that what we would call a Deadite? I don't, Ash doesn't kill people. He's the good guy. He's ashy slashy. But this, I got to upgrade it because I didn't put enough blood. This was kind of fast. I was actually in the middle of packing to move across the country. This was the last shoot that I did before I moved. What's up, Wiley? By the way, Wiley, I'm gonna show off. I got the comics. I picked them up in my PO box today. Thank you so much. Um, but some people don't know. I do have a picture with the boomstick. I've done 2 Ash cosplays. I have one with an actual Mossberg. Um, I'll try to find that one maybe before the stream ends. I posted it a while ago, but this one, I made the chainsaw myself, and it was a lot of fun. Had to, like, drill the hole in it and everything, but yeah. I need to do it again and just, like, have somebody just, like, freaking dump some blood on me like true Evil Dead fashion. It's gonna be awful, but I'll do it. I'll do it for you guys. Um, yeah. Yes, I think she's Ashy Slashy Killer, yep. Uh, yes, that's what I have. I think he had a Remington, yeah, but I have Mossberg, so I'm sorry, that's what I had to use. I'll see if I can find it actually. Madame Ash, yes, what's up, Ken? If I missed saying hi to anybody, so sorry. Hello. Thank you all. We have almost 200 here, so this is kinda like a regular Wickeds World. So you guys made it. I'm thinking about switching. I'll keep just kinda putting it in here while we're chatting today that I am contemplating switching Wicked's World to this time. This happened because of, being busy later and I didn't want to miss this episode or because I can't do it next week because of the family stuff. So it's a possibility that Wicked's World may turn into an afternoon show and that frees up time for more streams at night. All right, let's see if I can find it. Maybe if I go on like my Instagram. I don't know if it's still on there though. I'll find it, but I had a pretty cool oh, wait a minute. No, 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 I know. This was back when I was on TikTok, which I'm not anymore, but I have a short that I made 'cause I used to do the TikTok, like not just TikTok, but I used to do shorts, which I still do a little bit. Maybe I'll do a Mikey short with my cosplays. I think that actually yeah, it was one of the first ones I did. No, that's not the right one. Excuse me. Hello? There it is. Why is it's being weird, like, I'm clicking on my short, and it's, like, going way up to an old one. Oh, that's weird. Um, there it is. Alright, here you go. You guys wanna see hello? I'm not gonna play the music because it's the Evil Dead or Ash vs. Evil Dead music, but I'll show you guys so you can see I have the picture with the boomstick. Why isn't it working? Oh, there it goes, okay. I think this has it, hold on. See, look, I'm so serious about my cosplay shoots. There's a bunch of pictures of it. Do I have it on here? No? Hold on. I saw it though. Oh, hello. I saw it. Oh, there it is. This was the first one I did. There it is. See? Boomstick. Shop smart, shop S smart. There you go. Proof. The boomstick exists. Yes. And Ian sent kicks. Hold on. Hold on. Thank you for letting me know. Hold on. I forgot to open it up. Holy moly! Ian, where's the it didn't show up. It's you sent a flex, but I don't see anything. Like I see it on the activity feed. 10,000 kicks. Holy moly. Thank you, Ian. Hold on, hold on. Let's go back to StreamYard. Ian's gonna get a couple here for that. That's huge. First, yeah, I made it in time. Get that. And then I can't believe Kick robbed you though of not putting a flex. Like, is it probably like this or something, right? I don't see that in the chat. Did if you guys over there on Kick, did you see it? And Mongoose, thank you for modding over there. You're awesome. Thank you. Hook is 4K looks so good, by the way. I have it. Man, I love Hook. I know, Trey. Me too. It's super sad. Oh, thank you. I didn't mean to highlight that, but thank you, Andrew. Well, thanks, deranged lunatic. You thought it was a Fallout cosplay? Well, you haven't seen Evil Dead, right, High Tide? So it's okay. It makes sense. I will let it slide this time, but don't let it happen again. You better watch it. Better watch it. Everybody. Okay. We have news to cover, don't we? What's this? What do I want to talk about? Oh, we'll save that. I even have a tier list to end the stream. I haven't done a tier list in a very long time. What do we have here? Oh, I wanna know since I've also got a few horror fans in here, so you guys can, uh, talk with me about this article. Okay, so Dream Warriors director Chuck Russell thinks Jim Carrey could play Freddy Krueger in a new Elm Street. I could see it. I mean, he's a fantastic method actor, and, you know, I could see it. I don't think that means it's gonna happen, but I thought this was an interesting article either way. So Chuck Russell, director and co-writer of the fan favorite sequel, A Nightmare on Elm Street 3: Dream Warriors. That is a really big fan favorite. I feel like it's between the original and then that one that people just really loved. It was good. I liked it. I've seen all of the Nightmare on Elm Street. It's been a while, but so, okay, where are we? I'd love to do another Elm Street if there was the full support of everybody, Russell told Dread Central's Development Hell podcast. Patricia Arquette has said she'd like to do it again in the press. Very interesting because she didn't talk about it a lot earlier in her career. She was so terrific and went on to have such a great career. I think that's a good idea too. He continues, I still think Robert, for me, is the only Freddy where were I to be involved in a new Elm Street, I'd be delighted, and B, my first goal would be to get Robert involved. With England have gone on record as saying his Freddy days are behind him, Russell thinks Jim Carrey, with whom he collaborated on The Mask, could pull off the iconic role. Jim, in my opinion, could almost do anything. I agree with that. If he put his heart into it, Russell said. For Jim to do it, we'd have to do something that was another leap in the Elm Street series, a little bit like what Wes did with very meta New Nightmare. I think Jim would only consider it, and I'd only consider harnessing Jim if there was a bold new direction for Elm Street. What do you guys think about that? I don't I think Jim Carrey is done acting, at least for now. How many times do these actors, retire and then they come back? So we'll see. Robert Englund, obviously the best. I did not whoever played him in the was it like 2009 or something? That was stupid. That take was dumb. No, thank you. Um, but if they brought it back, I don't know. If it was in the proper hands, sure. I do think that Jim Carrey would be he could do a good job as Freddy possibly. It'd be weird to see. but, people forget that he does have range and he's not just like, comedy. So I wouldn't mind seeing him maybe do something a bit darker. I really doubt it's gonna happen, but if they wanted to do a remake, I think Jim Carrey would be a good choice in my opinion. "What's up, Cranberry?" Carrie's mad enough to pull it off, but I really don't know what they would do with the franchise it's done. Yeah, I 1000% agree with that, Ian. He could pull it off for sure, but they've done so many. How many is there now? Like 8 or 9, not even including Freddy vs. Jason? I don't know. They've done a lot, and then that remake that was awful. I seen that one once. I also didn't like the Friday the 13th remake that was, like, probably around the same year. Not for me. Okay, so on to different news here. It looks like an adult animated G.I. Joe and Transformers crossover series is in the works, based on Robert Kirkman's Energon Universe comic series. Will be adult focused in a similar vein to Invincible. What do you guys think of that? I think it could have some potential. Depends on what they do with it. I didn't finish. It was Skybound, right? Is that the what it was called? I didn't finish that yet. I haven't gotten the third one. I did read the first two, but I never actually ended up getting the third one. I've just been too busy to really do much reading or anything. I think it could be interesting, but I don't disagree with Spider here that I would love something original, but they're so creatively bankrupt, right? Like they can't give us anything original because they have no ideas. And anyone that would have a great new idea, they don't want to hire because they have to, you know, cater to certain audiences that aren't even gonna buy their crap. Let's be real. Hold on, sorry, I'm checking. My bad. So yeah, I don't know. I'd be for this if Bay made it at this point, really. I've never actually watched the Michael Bay Transformers movies. I know, I wasn't super into them. I've never really been into Transformers like that. More recently, like, the whole Megatron thing was a joke, and then I'm like, "Alright, let me read some comics," and I liked the ones that I read, the 2, and I know the story. I seen Transformers 1, which I thought was not too bad, but I don't know. I mean, I would say having an adult-focused series isn't the worst idea because, of course, kids still like Transformers, but if they're doing like, the '80s kids are gonna love it, most likely, if it's done properly. So, I don't think it's an awful idea, but does it really need to be done? I don't know. The first is fine, the rest are terrible. That's what I heard. So, I'll watch the first one. What's up, Sean? Experiment, hello. They'd rather do something proven than to take a chance, even if it means milking a franchise dry. Yeah, we know that. We've seen it done time and time again. They resurrect. They will not let franchises die. Like look at Buffy, for example. I'm so angry that they're bringing Buffy back. Oh, I almost knocked my little boo ghost over because I'm angry. It doesn't need to be brought back. It was 7 seasons. That is enough, okay? And they ended it. They finished the story. It doesn't need to get brought back for modern audiences. Same with Supernatural. That what was it? Was that 12 or 15 seasons? I always forget, but it was enough. It was good up until season 5. I watched all of it. There were parts of it that were good, but if they would have ended Supernatural at the season 5 finale, it would have been a masterpiece. But it hasn't even been gone for 5 years yet, and they wanna bring it back. Like, they do not wanna let these franchises die. It's insane. I will give credit to Supernatural that they did the Monster of the Week formula great, but after the creator left, it got, you could see where the weakness started, and that was after season 5, but that's before I even knew that the creator left at season 5. He said he was done, like, I'm not a big fan of the creator, he's gone on to The Boys, and The Boys is stupid, but I respect him with Supernatural that he's told CW, after season 5, I'm out. Like, I don't wanna continue this. And they're like, "Alright, peace." And they just he left. It had nothing to do with what he created, which is sad, but at the same time, it's like, at least he kinda stood his ground there, But it definitely was not as good after season 5 because they had that epic ending, and that's how it should have ended. I feel the same way about Buffy. There's good season or, good episodes in 6 and 7, and I do like ultimately kinda like the way they ended it. Spike is one of my favorite characters, so they gave him that great epic moment with this, the end of season 7, but if they would have ended Buffy at 5, it would have hit more. It would have been way more impactful. People would have been mad, they would have been upset because she dies at the end of season, 5. But I appreciate season 5 even more now, like, as I'm older. When I was younger, I thought Dawn was very annoying and all that, I mean, it already had been out for a while. I was too young when Buffy first aired, it kinda scared me, so I remember watching a little bit of Angel because my mom thought David Boreanaz was hot, so it would be on sometimes. But as a kid, I didn't watch Buffy and Angel, but then, teenage years, I found the DVDs and fell in deep to it. I loved it. But I will admit that season 5 wasn't really top for me, but now I think season 5 is just it's great. Season 2 is still my favorite. Every single episode, every single scene, absolute perfection. They did so good on season 2. But season 5 is very just it hits you in your feels with Joyce and, especially now that Michelle Trachtenberg is dead, she passed away and it's like you're watching young Dawn. It's like, oh, it's so sad. But there we go. I just went off totally. We were talking about Transformers. We're done now, I guess. Just as bad as Disparu with coupling. It's okay. Okay, I gotta keep double checking Kick because I totally forgot that nothing like the kicks and stuff don't even show up at all. Um Think about this wicked Buffy ended before John Cena was a main eventer in WWE. He was still the rapper gimmick at the time it ended. Are you serious? Yeah, see, it's been so that's what I'm saying. Like the show was done for a while by the time I actually picked it up and started watching it. It's still so good. You need to Mongoose and Ian like at the same exact time he used to talk Jimmy Carr jokes. So right now I'm rewatching Buffy and Angel. I'm on season 2 of Angel, season 5 of Buffy, and I'm like, "Man, I always liked Angel, but I'm appreciating it even more now." Like, I'm like, I totally understand why people like Angel more than Buffy. It is such a good show. I'm not even mad about it. When people are like, "Sorry, but I like Angel more." I'm like, "Don't be sorry. It's another great show, another one of my favorites." All right, where are we here? All right. So, Black Phone 2, I'm not gonna go into it too much. If you wanna see my review on it, check out Vara and Virtue last night. I actually, I think Vara is going to I have to ask her. She sometimes clips our reviews and puts it on her second channel. But Black Phone 2 star Madeline McGraw tells us what it's like to act alongside Ethan Hawke as the grabber. He asked me if I was okay and was constantly checking in, having someone tell you, someone you look up to in so many different ways, check in and care about you really does mean the world. That's sweet. So I'll say just a little bit. Let me pull something else up. There was actually an article since we'll get the black phone stuff out of the way. I wish I would have found this last night with Vara, but we were going off on other things. Um, so Black Phone, I liked it. I actually watched the first one for the first time last week, and I gave that about an 8 out of 10. I thought it was fun. But the thing that people were worried about with the second one is that it was a final story, right? Like they told the story, um, and it just seemed that it was done, right? So don't worry, I'm not gonna do any spoilers or anything, guys, because I'm not reviewing it. So don't worry about it. Anyone who hasn't seen it yet, it's on Peacock if you want to watch Black Phone 1, and I'm pretty sure 2 will be on Peacock very shortly, probably by like mid-November. So basically, with Black Phone 2, I gave that I would say 7 out of 10. I didn't hate it. I was very, like, hesitant going into it. I don't wanna give anything away, so I'm not gonna go super into it. Um, but I see what they're trying to do, and I think Ethan Hawke does a good job playing the grabber. Like, I was surprised at how much I liked both of them because it's not completely new. I mean, the first Black Phone, just to give you guys a bit of backstory if you haven't watched it without, like, spoiling anything for you, it he plays a killer who kidnaps boys, and they call him the grabber. Like, I think the media might have coined it, but I'm not sure, or if it was kids that said it. But anyways, he has a black phone where he keeps them and says it doesn't work. So it's more of like a supernatural, like medium psychic type thing. And the one kid that he kidnaps, who ends up, hearing the phone ring, and he gets help from his previous victims. So it was like a different take. I liked it. 8 out of 10 for the first one. I don't want to get into the second one or ruin it for anyone who hasn't seen the first one and isn't interested in continuing it. Uh so I'm just going to read a little bit of this article. Why Black Phone 2 is a slasher chimera that could be the face of Blumhouse's future. Now, Blumhouse has had a lot of fails, but they have some movies that I actually like, so I'll give them credit for that. Um, so Blumhouse has not just made waves, but full on tsunamis when it comes to their impact on the horror genre. Over the past 15 years, Blumhouse has grossed over $6 billion and launched some of the most notable films in modern horror. Blumhouse is hardly adverse to sequels and franchises. There has been Sinister 2. I still haven't seen the first one. Happy Death Day to You. I still haven't seen the first one of that either. Megan 2.0. I'm not going to watch that. A Halloween trilogy, and a full Purge franchise. And I still haven't seen the Purge movies. I want to see the first one someday. They've been struggled when it comes to actual slasher icons who could rival the genre's big three: Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, and Michael Myers. The Grabber, Ethan Hawke's creepy serial killer from Scott Derrickson's The Black Phone, was captivating, but not necessarily a villain that screamed franchise. In fact, The Black Phone told a complete story that didn't feel like it demanded a sequel. That being said, Black Phone 2 successfully mythologizes the Grabber to be Blumhouse's uber slasher icon. The functions like a twisted serial killer chimera that's made up of Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, and even some Cenobites for good measure. Black Phone 2 pulls from these iconic franchises, but also functions as a stealth, a Nightmare on Elm Street, and Friday the 13th film. With the recent discussion on how Blumhouse is interested in acquiring and reviving such iconic horror IPs, this direction may not even be necessary. So, the Black Phone 2 positions the Grabber to do all these things and accomplish the same signature set pieces that you'd find in Elm Street and Friday the 13th. I wouldn't go as far as to say that, the Grabber character is as good as Freddy or Jason or any, like, the iconic 3, no. But as far as them trying to, like, we yell at them about trying to do something, you know, modern, and they are. I like I like the Black Phone movie. So if you are interested in checking out, like, a new kind of slasher, I would check it out. I know the name is pretty lame. I absolutely. I would suggest checking it out. If you haven't seen it, check out Black Phone, and if it's not your thing, then, don't bother with Black Phone 2. Because you know how I feel. I don't like the Terrifier movie, but everybody that likes it tells me I gotta watch 2 and 3 to like it, and I'm like, "No. No, thank you. I'm not interested in watching any Terrifier. I don't like I really felt like I wasted so much time watching the first one. I did not like it. Um, Grabber always makes you think of Tremors, yeah. So, yeah, like I said, we're yelling at these people to try something new, and, well, a lot of slasher type things have been done. This is a modern take without being, like, woke, okay? So that's all I'll say. Check it out, and, if you guys do, let me know what you think, 'cause I'm interested in anyone that hasn't watched it. Yeah, JB agrees with me. Um, see, even Trey gets it. He likes it, but he understands why people don't like it. Yeah. And someone asked me, sorry, I think it was Spider, if I like the Buffy movie. I do. Definitely, it came first. Without the Buffy movie, we wouldn't have the Buffy show, but I do think the show is better. But to be fair, they had 7 seasons to tell the character story and bring in other characters that we love, so it doesn't mean that the Christy Swatsworth, what's her name? Christy, did I say that right? Christy Swanson. I said Swatsworth. Where am I right now? I don't even know what day it is, so don't mind me. Christy Swanson. She did a good job, and I like her. She's pretty based, but some people, in the Buffy fandom, they're like, we don't claim her because we don't agree with her. Shut up. Anyway, it's just shut up. Um, Stop it. Krusty Swanson. Oh, I thought you were messing with me because everyone said that you meant Christy. Yeah, Christy Swanson. Do you guys remember when she was in Big Daddy? I feel like um that was like the last movie I seen her in. Do you remember she was his girlfriend in the beginning that leaves him for the old guy? uh, just a fun fact. Ian, thank you for that 50 pounds. I hate it when people say you need to watch more of a franchise to understand it, or when they say a series takes 5 or 6 seasons to get going. Oh, I'm right with you on that. Like, I'm not doing it. If I can understand if I start a show and like, okay, just watch the first 2 episodes or 3 episodes and, okay. But if you're telling me that I gotta watch like a whole season or 2 seasons to get into it, I'm out. Mm-mm. No, thank you. I 1000% agree with you on that, and that's why I won't. I mean, I even did so I went to Halloween Horror Nights. Unfortunately, I'm probably not gonna be able to go back again, um, because I got family stuff going on, so I'm not gonna. I only made it once this year. I had, like, a little bit of footage. I'll see if I can put it together and throw it on Wicked Manja for you guys, but it ended up downpouring, and I would use that day to go to all the houses. I did the Terrifier house, and it was fine, but it was, like, a little creepy, but it was just, what's his name? Sid? I forgot his name. It's Sid, right? He's just like a bunch of different versions of him and like the Christmas version, just like sitting there waving and like that's really all they did. There was no like major, at least not to me. I don't get scared very easy in haunted houses. Art. Oh yeah, what I say? Sid is a different clown. Art the clown was Sid. Oh, Sid was like the actor has since passed, right? There was a clown named Sid, right? Uh, maybe it was his real name. Hold on, I gotta look it up now. Yeah, Haig, this guy. I remember I've never watched the stuff with him. Hold on, I'll share it for you guys. But I remember, like, seeing pictures of people at, like, horror conventions and stuff, and he passed, right? Yeah, he was at Rob Zombie stuff. Yeah, this is stuff I didn't watch. House of a Thousand Corpses, Devil's Rejects. I don't watch that kind. I'm not really into that kind of horror. This is who I was thinking of, like, for some reason. But art, I don't know I don't know how I got there. Yeah, yeah, I mixed up my clowns. What's up, Smallville man? And I guess speaking of clowns, I'm not in a rush to watch this. Vara and I were thinking about watching it and reviewing it on our show, but I don't think we're going to because Stephen King sucks, so we don't really wanna. I don't know. Maybe. It comes out on her birthday, though, on Sunday. It, Welcome to Derry, dives deeper into the nuances of the original novel while also exploring Stephen King lore that was never touched upon in the movies. Find out more in our review. Well, I'm not going to listen to your review or read your review. Um, I'll probably watch it. I mean, I have HBO, whatever, it's on there, but I'm not in a rush. And it's also coming out when I'm going to be away visiting family. So we'll see. You probably aren't wrong, JB. I don't know why they're, like, expanding so much on this. I mean, sometimes listen, don't get me wrong, some of the stuff is good. They did The Doctor's Sleep, which I thought was actually really good, and that was a nice, sequel to The Shining. What was it, like, 30 years later? I actually really did like Doctor Sleep, it was good. But this, they're just they're not gonna let it die. How deep is the book? I don't know, Westward. I've never read the book, so I have no idea. I love how at the same time, JB and Trey say the same thing. Hi, Stoic Lion. Um, yeah, I'll eventually watch it. I don't know, Vara and I may review it. We were talking last night about how we're possibly going to, like, throw in, like, every now and then, like, a little horror or something in with our reviews because we do wanna try to review newer things that are coming out, but some things are just like, "No." Like, we were gonna review The Long Walk, and then Stephen King said that stupid stuff about Charlie Kirk, and we're just like, "Yeah, you know what? I'm good." And I heard that it was so boring. So, that's why we've kind of been, um jumping back to 80s movies, on Tuesday, we're gonna be reviewing The Witches of Eastwick, and I'm pretty sure, Cara Lynn is gonna be on that show. She was supposed to be on our Wednesday show, and she said she's pretty sure she'll be able to still join on Tuesday. So, I was saying it's too bad that not too bad because she looks great as redhead. Cara looks I mean, she has the skin type that just goes with, like, the color that goes with any hair, but I really love her as a redhead. If she was still blonde, it would've been funny because the brunette blonde and redhead are in Witches of Eastwick, so us reviewing it, like, that would've been kinda funny. Um, anyways, I'm digressing. Let's see, what else do we have here? Um, here we go. Now, I don't know a lot of these movies, but I thought this was a fun little, just article to read here. Um, okay. Oops, wrong one. There we go. 5 great horror sequels to stream this week. The Exorcist 3. I've only ever seen the first Exorcist. I didn't watch the show that recently had come out. I know The Exorcism of Emily Rose is an Exorcist like movie from like that franchise, but that's another like exorcism movie I've watched. 3, never seen it, didn't even see 2. It's good? It is, isn't it, Donna? I haven't watched it in so long, and I think Kara said she hasn't seen it, and Vara hasn't watched it in a while. So, I think it could be fun. I can't remember the last time I watched it. I know the plot, but, like, little things that happen in the movie, I don't remember, so it'll be a nice refresher. Alright, so never seen this one, but it's on the list. Ginger Snaps 2, I never even heard of this. Looks creepy, though, what the heck? Never even heard of the first one. Psycho 2, is that good? Actually, to be fair, I've only seen parts of the first Psycho. I don't think I've actually sat down, which I will. I'll do it before Halloween. I might even download it and watch it, like, on my flight next week. But I've only seen, like, bits and pieces of the first Psycho, which I know, crazy. That's, like, a staple to a lot of people. Psycho 2 is good? Okay, great. So maybe I'll watch both of them. Saw was that 5? I've only watched the first Saw. Me and Vara were actually talking about this last night that neither of us really got into the Saw movies because I think we're both on the same page with the just gratuitous gore. Now, I would say like Saw versus the Terrifier movies that at least there's somewhat of a plot. You think there is a plot. It might be a messed up plot in Saw, but there is. And like in the first Terrifier movie, there's no plot, so that's why like I just did not like it. Um Exes oh, it's 10? How many Saw movies are there? That's why I thought 5. Wow. This okay. This is set oh, that's right, because they jump around the timeline. This is set between the first and the second movies. So is this where they introduce the pig? Because I used to play as the pig sometimes on Dead by Daylight because they have her named Amanda as one of the killers. That is a lot, man. Alright. Well, anyone see 10? This is the 10th one. Okay, so this was the last one. Is it any good? I mean, it's on this list. Smile 2, it's on Paramount Plus, I should watch it. I haven't seen either of the Smile movies. That list that Vara and I pulled up yesterday, it was based on people's heartbeats, but the only movie that I would say could be on that list is, like, really scary was The Conjuring. The other ones, not so much. I'm not gonna pull it up now. If you guys wanna see, check out the Vara and Virtue show last night. But, yeah, I haven't seen these. Are they any good? Let me know in the chat if you guys have seen the Smile movies and if they're any good. Oh, that was it. Okay, that was a pretty short list. I loved Naomi Scott in Power Rangers. I know a lot of people did not like that the what was it, like 2013, I think? Power Rangers, but I did. Smile 2 is good. Smile 2, Smile Harder. Oh, what else do we have here? I don't think I feel like talking about that today. Smile 2 is what Smile 1 should have been, really. Well, that's interesting to know. Oh, man. Hold on. I gotta pull this up. I wonder if this is just, like, clickbait. Not Mike, but so, Warner Brothers announces a new Pacific Rim sequel that is now in development, and Jared Leto is set to star. I feel like they're trolling. We'll see. Listen, if you guys have watched me for a while, you know that I'm not on that I hate Jared Leto bandwagon. I'm not. A lot of his more recent stuff I'm not really a big fan of, but you know that I'm not one of those, "I just like him just 'cause." Like, I see that all the time on the internet, and I'm like, "Okay." But I think it's a troll just because of what happened with Tron and how so much like, so many people have been talking about Jared Leto lately and everything. Mike's reaction. Mike's funny. I think it's a troll. I think it's a troll. It's kinda funny, though. If they're doing that, if Warner Brothers like, "You know what? Let's just stir the pot a little bit. Why not? Why not?" Okay. Where's I feel like every time like, this is gonna get me probably some tomatoes thrown at me, but I I gave K-pop Demon Hunters an 8 out of 10. I see it all over, like, every time I go on, I see people, like, posting about it, which I don't think that's bad. The fact that I give it an 8 out of 10 and the people that loved it were like, "That's such a low score." I'm like, It's 8 out of 10." I I don't wanna hear the music anymore, guys. I don't. I can't handle it anymore. I'm so over it. I'm glad that it was a good like, people enjoyed it and it's a good movie, but I'm dealing with the same feelings that I had with Frozen. When Frozen came out and everyone was just saying it was, like, the best Disney movie ever, and I'm like, "No, because Lion King exists." I'm not a fan of K-pop either, but I gave it 8 out of 10, and that's what I feel like it's like like, just like a smidgen overhyped if I give it a high score and that's still not good enough. I'm like, "What?" I know 8 out of 10 is good, I enjoyed it, but I'm not gonna keep watching it. That's it, like, I watched it once, good, I'm glad fantastic kids movie, kids are gonna love it. I said when I was 12, I would've, you know, been all over it, and I liked it, but I'm just kinda tired of hearing the music everywhere. Um, hold on, I'm scrolling, so I'll let you guys see my scrolls real quick before I change I got a tier list that I'm gonna pull up, don't worry. Um, Nerdrock says, "There's no She-Hulk and Avengers Doomsday, just Brew, 0 out of 10. Needed a top tier character to carry it. Only Tatiana can save the MCU. This Brew is so silly. Oh my gosh." I think that's funny. Mo is coming to Fortnite from Simpsons. You guys wanna know something? I currently don't have Fortnite installed. I needed a break, and it may or may not be because of the K-pop Demon Hunter addition to it. I was like, I can't. Like maybe once that's gone, I'll reinstall it and play with my friends. But the last time I played was with Jay and Mo, and like the K-pop stuff was on. And I don't know if my chat caught this, but anytime they played something of the music, I walked away. I was like, no, please, God, help me. So yeah, it's for the time being, it's uninstalled because just can't. Thanks, Americas. I got the thumbs up of approval from Americas. Yeah, Mo from Simpsons, like, I don't know. Man, they have, I think the actual, like, cartoon characters look so creepy, on Fortnite, but whatever. Lyman, thank you for the 10. I disagree that you need to see 2 and 3. The first Terrifier was a return to form for slashers. 2 and 3 built on it with fleshed out characters, building, and story arcs, however. I disagree because I did not. I thought Terrifier was like one of the worst slashers I ever seen, but I know a lot of people like it. I don't like gore without substance. So if there's no story and there's just gratuitous gore, like I check out on it. And I was, like, I found myself, like, looking at the clock, I couldn't wait for it to be over, and then when people were like, "Watch 2 and 3," I'm like, "I can't. I just can't." Yeah, that's what I mean, G I like some people like that, totally fine, like, even, like, Trey said he likes them, but he understands that people don't. I don't like gore for the sake of gore. I need a story, right? Like, even Saw is kinda like, The first one was fine. I remember, like, everyone just, like, praised the first Saw movie. It was fine. I don't dislike the first Saw movies, but, like, just that amount of gore, I'm just kinda like it's not for me, you know? Um, okay, this is silly, but I wanted to pop this up and see your guys' thoughts on this. It's so I don't know how many of you if this is just an American thing, but do you guys remember I saw that this morning and I was like, "What?" I gotta bookmark it and we're gonna talk about it on Wicked's World. Who you got? The very hungry caterpillar or the rainbow fish? Do you guys remember these books? I mean, I don't know, the birds, like, this is so silly, and I'm so sorry that I am popping up something so just ridiculous. Um, you don't remember either of those? I'm just curious, honestly, if this is just an American thing. I remember both. This was, Eric Carle. Was he both, actually? The rainbow fish? Did he do both? I think he did. The rainbow fish. Oh, no, it was Marcus Pfister? Hmm, I don't know. Okay. And then Eric Carle was the very hungry caterpillar. Don't think we had rainbow fish in UK. I remember rainbow fish. I saw them in bookstores. I remember caterpillar. I remember hungry. Yeah, I think Eric Carle was everywhere. So it looks like the UK might not have had rainbow fish. Well, possibly Shane, possibly. I don't remember the stupids. Why does that sound kind of familiar to me? I don't know. Anyways, caterpillar was in the UK. Okay. Yeah, I think Eric Carle was everywhere. Don't remember what they were about though. Yeah, I just remember the caterpillar was hungry and the rainbow fish was pretty. Someone said something about the Hostel movies being worse. I've never watched the Hostel movies. I'm not into that kind of, just that kind of horror. Hungry Caterpillar. See, High Tide gets it. Gatefish Show. Schick for 199 says Megatron. You're adorbs. I'm working. Thank you, and thank you again, Schick, for the cosplay idea. I am Michael Myers. It even came with a shirt, which I thought was super cool. It came. I ordered a shirt because I didn't know that it came with one, and it didn't come in time. Then when I opened up this, I seen that it came with a little shirt, and I was like, "That's cool. This was totally worth it." This didn't come with it, but everything else came together. I'm starting to get a little hot, to be honest. This jumpsuit's a bit warm. What else do we have here? We'll do this, and then we're gonna do the tier list because I'm kind of excited. Oh, I'm kind of excited to do the tier list because I haven't done one in a while. It's a small one. And I know people usually do tier lists with other people, which is why I don't do them. Maybe I should do one on Saucy and we'll all fight because we all have different opinions. Okay, so PlayStation profit by generation. 3 billion for PlayStation, 2 billion for PlayStation 2, negative 4 billion for PS3, which surprises me because I thought the PS3 did very well. And then PS4 9 billion and PS5 13 billion. These also are like the prices probably went up, right? Like I mean, obviously. I had um so growing up I only had Nintendo. My mom couldn't afford to get us all the consoles and that's fine. I was happy with my Nintendo. Um but I used to go to my cousins to play PlayStation and then eventually this was when the PS3 was already out. I had a PS2 which I don't have anymore. I have no idea what even happened to it. I moved too much. And then PS3, I got a used PS3 for something. I forgot what the occasion was. My mom got it for me, but that was when the PS4 was like about to come out. So like I was always behind with the PlayStations, minus now, which I did end up getting a 4 because by then I was working and could buy it myself, and then 5 because someone very generous sent it to me. So I am caught up with the times now. I'm hip and I'm with it, kids. I even have a Switch too, which by the way, speaking of that, after spooky season's up, I will finish Donkey Kong Bonanza. That's the only reason I haven't played it because I got the Switch in October, and I did my 10K celebration stream playing it, and I'm definitely gonna finish it. I'm really enjoying that. But I this right here like threw me. I was very young at that time, so I guess I didn't know. I didn't pay attention to numbers and everything. Um, he's like, it's always spooky over here. I'm down with the kids. I'm with it. I'm hip. Luigi's Mansion is coming to Switch 2 GameCube app. Really? Hi, Dunpeel. Really? That's interesting. Okay, this is like pushing my hair down on my eyelash. Okay. Um, uh, yeah, I don't know. I just pulled this up because I thought it was odd. I had no idea that the PS3 lost so much. I still have it. I have a PS3, a PS4, and a PS5. And oh, Tara, if you're still here, I forgot to respond. I saw your message. I appreciate that. It's really nice of you sending your PS2 to get fixed and then to send it to me. Very nice of you. So eventually I will have a PS2 as well. So I'll have all except the one, but my dream is to have my little retro room one day, so I will get my hands on a PlayStation one day. I'm not in a rush now because I don't really have room, but I have my Super Nintendo, my Nintendo 64, and I'm ready. I just got to get a CRT TV. And yeah. Okay. What else do we have here? I think it is about time, unless something else came out that I may have missed. It's about time to get on with our tier list. It's not super exciting. I'm just excited because I never do them. Maybe I should see if Vara wants to do one. Maybe Vara would wanna do tier lists with me. I'll talk to her. I'll see if she wants to. I think we should do a Halloween one. I'm doing a Halloween one right now, but, like, specifically, we're gonna be doing the Halloween movie since, hello, I am Michael Myers. I'm not gonna pull it back. I was gonna pull it back down. I don't want to. I'm getting hot. Might make you pass out. I'm kidding, it won't, but okay. Let's do the tier list. So I just found it on Tier Maker because I didn't want to make it myself, but I didn't watch one because there are a couple of the Halloween movies that I didn't watch. And to be fair, I kind of wish I would have had this idea so that I could refresh my memory and watch the ones that I didn't watch doing this, but it's okay. I'm going to just be honest and put them in didn't watch. So, Halloween 5, that was with oh my gosh, what's her name? She's like this scream queen. Um, why isn't it? I follow. Oh, Danielle Harris. Okay, I got right before it popped up. I remember it. I'm like, I follow her. So Halloween 5. Actually, I didn't think it was too bad. It's not S tier, but I'm gonna put it on A. I think. I think that's fair. She did a really good job in that movie. Danielle Harris. And H2O, I remember not actually hating that one. I think Halloween H2O, do, do they have Halloween in here twice? Like the first one? Hold on. Oh, the curse. Oh, the curse of Michael Myers. That's 2. Okay, I gotta zoom in because some of them, like, I can't read it. All right, H2O, I think deserves. I didn't hate it. It's gonna go in A tier. It wasn't awful. You think H2O should go in B? Chat's gonna yell at me. Um, Halloween 2? Well, hold on a second. It's gonna end up with, like, a lot of them in A. I'm gonna keep 5 in A, and I actually am gonna agree with JB and move H2O down to B. That's not bad. This is the bad tier here, okay? Because this is didn't watch, this is low tier. This wasn't that bad, but it also wasn't the best. Because 'cause I'm gonna put Halloween 2 in A. 'Cause that one wasn't too bad, but don't worry, we've even got the Rob Zombie ones, okay? Um, Curse is 6, not 2? The Curse is 6? Hold on. Then that one, I don't know if I saw that one, hold on. Halloween 6. Oh, you're right, it is. Did I see this one? Nope, this is the one with Paul Rudd that I did not see, so that one's gonna go actually down and didn't watch. Um, and then what's this one? Halloween 4. I think I seen Halloween 4. I have to double check now. I looked earlier, but now I'm confused. Now that I've zoomed in, I didn't zoom in earlier. Halloween 4. That was another one with Danielle Harris. Did I see this one? I did see Halloween 4. Curse is 6. It's awful. Well, I guess it's okay that I didn't watch. I did see 4. I would say that one is not as good as 5. I liked 5. I remember really liking 5. Not really liking, but, like, it wasn't too bad. So, 4 is gonna go in B. How Season of the Witch. So, I know everyone, like, didn't like that one, or not everyone, but a lot of people were, like, kinda iffy about that one because Michael Myers wasn't in it, but I actually didn't think that one was that bad. So, like, this is, like, okay, this is good, this is great. We still haven't gotten a great. I think Season of the Witch, though, is, I need, like, a tier in between A and B. Never seen 3 because no Michael. Um, I'm gonna go with A because I remember watching it, right? Like, it was during, like, a Turner Classic Movie Marathon or something, like, a while ago, and I'm like, "This is, like, a Halloween movie when there's no Michael Myers," but I remember sitting down and watching it and actually liking it, so I'm gonna put it in A. Halloween Ends, I didn't see it. Sorry. I Everyone's probably gonna say, like, it should be in C anyways. I didn't That's the last one that came out, right? It was Halloween Ends, and there's Halloween, and then Halloween, the Halloween Kills, and Halloween Ends, right? In the new ones. Um, uh, this one, mm, I think that one can go in A. I'm trying to think. I wonder if it's these 2, if I'm mixing up these 2 because it's been so long. I remember watching a Halloween marathon, and I think Danielle Harris is in 4, right? Uh, Comatose Mi I did mix those up. Okay, so I don't know if I think I've seen 5 because I remember seeing her in that outfit. So, you know what? Just for because I think I miscalculated here. 5 is gonna go in B and 4 is gonna go in A because I remember liking Danielle Harris, and because she's on the cover, I think I got confused because these ones I've only seen once. So it's like my brain's a little mixed up on it. Um, so we're gonna put 5 and B for now because I'm not sure. Let me make sure I've seen Halloween 5. Hold on, that might even be one that I didn't see. There's so many Halloween movies. I know I seen the Rob Zombie ones. I seen the first 3, and I seen the one with Danielle Harris, H2O, Resurrection, Halloween, and then Halloween Kills. So I've seen quite a few of them. The Revenge of Michael Myers. What's the plot? After lying in coma for a year, Michael Myers awakens and stalks his way back to a small home. We can find a mental institution. Oh, did I see this one? Jamie's in a mental institution. Oh my gosh, I don't know. I'm gonna let chat pick this one because I can't remember if I seen it. Where should Halloween 5 go? I'll give you a second. I'll let you guys talk, those of you who have seen it, which is probably gonna be like JB and 5 is C. JB says, anyone else? Anyone else vote for C? Just one more vote. Alexis is B. All right, we got a tie. We need a Okay, so we got another C. So JB, we you got okay, C's taking the lead again. Let's see, we'll give you guys one more second. All right, we're gonna go C. Okay, C's winning. Okay, so Halloween 5 is in C. All right. Uh okay, Halloween, the first please. Obviously, that's S tier. That's one of my favorite Halloween movies or scary movies. And this one, okay. This might be I don't know how people feel about this one because I was young when I seen it, but I remember actually going to theaters, and this was like one of the I think not one of this was the first um scary movie that I seen. It's not S tier in my opinion, but I'm gonna put it in A because I remember enjoying it. This one, not the second one. The second one was garbage. That one is going like we're throwing it right off the list. I can't see. My mask keeps falling down. So I remember I'd have to rewatch it. I'll be honest, I have not watched it in years. So if I rewatch it now, I'm going based on how I felt when I seen it. Um Halloween Kills. Um I'm gonna actually put Halloween Kills here. I'm gonna put the Rob Zombies there with H2O because I do remember liking it, but it's been so long since I watched it that now, like, actually being a horror fan and a fan of the Halloween movies, I might not. I know I absolutely hated the second one, like, that one was awful. Halloween Resurrection. Where do you guys want me to put Resurrection? Good old Busta Rhymes. You like the second more? I didn't like the second one. I like the first one more than the second. The first one I had that kid, right, with the long blonde hair. You guys want I was thinking C for Resurrection, but I wanted to see what the chat thought because I remember didn't Buster do, like, a spin kick or something like that? I'm like, this one was, like, a comedy, let's be real. Resurrection goes in the toilet. The common consensus is that Rob Zombie's Halloween is good, but not as good as the originals. A lot of people didn't like Rob Zombie's second Halloween movie. I didn't like the second one. I'm gonna put this here. So for my list here, like this is, B is like it's tolerable or I liked it. Um, I should have maybe made an extra tier here, but it's fine. Because I haven't seen I seen this one once and I remember liking it, but I was young and I wasn't really into horror yet. So we're gonna put that there. All right, you guys want Resurrection and C? Okay. Halloween 2. Oh, I can't pick, guys. Should I put it in S or A? I'll let you guys pick because I don't know. This one, please. I need to make a whole new worst. I did not like that one. I did not. All right, let's see. We got A, S. All of these would be under didn't watch for me. Would make a short stream. Really? You've never seen the first Halloween movie, Ian? Not even the first one? All right, let's see. We got A, S, A. 2 was good. A, S. I'm doing my it's like I'm just doing the alphabet. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. There goes the voice. Aye. 4 A's, 2 S's. All right. 2 is A. Okay. I can agree with that. The 2 that I liked the most were 1 and 2. What's up, Hyper? I am doing better. My voice is going a bit now. I'm not sick anymore, but because I spent a week and a half just coughing a bunch, I my voice is gone a little bit after I talk for a bit. All right. So we've got Halloween 1 and 2 at S tier, Halloween 3 Season of the Witch and the first one the out of the recent Halloweens, Halloween 4 and Halloween Kills at A tier. H2O and Rob Zombie's first Halloween are B. And then C, we got 5, Resurrection and Halloween 2. And then I did not watch the, what is that, the 6th Halloween, and then Halloween Ends. So, yeah, I'm a little hoarse. I was admittedly in my early 20s and a bit of a horror snob by the time zombies Halloween flicks were coming out. That's okay. What do you guys think of my list? Are you throwing tomatoes at me or is it acceptable? Schick for 9.99 says post pics of cosplay, please. I will. I gotta take some pictures. I like to do nice pictures with my cosplays, like I did with Freddy and Jason and Ash, and there's a couple, but out of the mains, like Freddy and Jason. So there will be some Michelle Myers coming soon. Pretty decent list. It's good, acceptable. Kills is F tier. Where did I put Kills? I put that in A. Was that the one? Wait, there was. I think JB's actually right because there was one that I didn't. Yeah, you're right. Actually, why did I put Kills in A? Because that was the one where he was just going around killing for no reason, right? Normally, Michael kills when someone's in his way. Oh my god, you're gonna set Trey off. That's right. That's right. What's up, Ron? Okay, sorry. So Halloween Kills is going down to C. I remember I actually didn't like that one. I know people did, and I did not like that one. The first one, in the new, was okay, but because I didn't like Kills, that's why I didn't go watch Halloween Ends. And I remember people that aren't even online, like my nephew, who's a big horror fan now. Um, Even he didn't like Halloween Ends. But yeah, I didn't my problem with Halloween Kills, which might be silly, was that he was just, going into people's houses and killing them for no reason, and I'm like, the way Michael Myers usually works, I get that they're trying to really nail home that he was just pure evil, but that I didn't like he kills people when they're in his way. He's got, his yeah. Yeah, I'd give Kills a C, yeah. Thanks for pointing that out, JB. I don't know why I just put that. I switched Kills with, this one, which I actually liked Rob Zombie's first Halloween more than Kills. So, yeah. But, alright. There we go. There's my tier list. I haven't done one of these in, 2 years. They're alright. Maybe I'll see if, like, once a month Vara wants to do one and we can, like, make a really good one. Welcome back, Ian. I was say you had to have seen the first Halloween. Like, I feel like everybody's seen the first Halloween, unless you really, really don't like horror movies. In that case, then maybe not everybody. But, alright, let me see here. I Since I feel that my voice is starting to go a tiny bit, I think it may be time to call it. I think I may test out and see what doing Wicked's World from 12 to 2, if it works, because the time works much better for me. Look at me, I'm like all like hot from from this, but it's fine. It works. I got the mask on. But next week, unfortunately, I have family stuff going on, so I'm going to be away for a few days. Um, I may try to get on tonight if I have time to play something like later tonight. I'll get on. It would be kinda late, but I'll see if, like, any of the gang's free, any of the crew or something, and they wanna play because I 'cause I'm gonna miss everybody. I'm gonna be gone for about a week. Not fully. I have streams coming up. I'm leaving Wednesday, but, like, the gaming streams won't be for a bit. Okay. Well, I don't see anybody right now to let me refresh. Okay. All right. I guess that's it, guys. Sorry that I cut this short, but thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it because it was an earlier stream. And like I said, maybe when I get back, we'll test out doing Wicked's World at 12 on Thursdays because I kind of really liked this. And cosplay pictures coming soon. You guys are amazing. And I will see you guys either tonight or for Saucy on Saturday. Have a good night or a good day, whatever. See, I'm used to night because it's Wicked's World. It's the afternoon. Have a good day. All right, I'm out. Bye.